Hello, this is Johnny. Today I want to show you that I have 40 game only, the original. Somebody have asked me, can you, can I able to put it back to the original before the hack? And this is the best I could do is able to give you guys the exact 40 game before you hack it. So there's no emulator in this image. So the image is gonna call burning file, and when you unzip it, you need to unzip it in the folder called NeoGeo-Hack. So when you unzip it there, you don't have to create another folder called NeoGeo. You don't have to create one called burning file, whatever. Just unzip it directly at that location of Neo Geo folder. And inside the Neo Geo folder, you have a 1.052, I believe, the program to burn the image. Click the main dot something exe. Use that to burn it, okay? But keep the folder structure the same. All right. So when you burn this one, you should have no problem. Now there's two versions I put out there for both the international and the Japanese version. One of them, it only have 40 game plus the 6 emulator, and the file inside the emulator are very small. So you have enough space to add more game and do whatever you want with it. So because the image that I put out before, it passed the 2740,474 kilobyte. Again, that's 2,740,474. Both of this file are that the size is that size. The one before, the size I put in there, I maxed out, and so the size went up. Like you only have like 100 kilobyte left on inside the vendor dot image. So when you open up the Win image, you open up the vendor dot image, and inside there's only 100 kilobyte left inside. So the file is roughly around 2,778 or 77, and it will work, but not on all the Neo Geo Mini. So I went back to from beginning, delete everything, and transfer just the 40 game. And I went through my Excel list and put it back exactly the same order that you should have on your system. Okay, so this thing, one bad thing is you still will have joystick issue. Now if you learn to just push, hold, don't let it bounce back, just push, see, and it looked like I have no joystick issue. Because I learned to use it. I learned to just push and hold back. You see my hand, push, hold back. Don't let it bounce back, because when it bounces back, it go back further this way, or go too much on the other way. So just push and hold back. Push and let your hand come back. So if you do it like that, it's not gonna have any issue. Now, I already have the images, but I just realized there is 4 gaming here in Chinese character, which is the top player golf. It's the same game, but it's in Japan or Asian character. So I'm trying to re-download those 4, but I have to test it to see did it help. Did I got the English version or not? I don't know, and I'm not sure those originally came to US or not. I have no idea, because I didn't play those 4 games. So Top Golf and Sidekick, I don't know that is originally Asian and not football. That one I don't know either. It have Asian. So and then the last one called puzzle. That one is also in Asia character. So that's one thing that I'm re-downloading those 4 and we compress it. I'm going to test it again. So as you can see, there's no that extra icon called more, but there is a problem with this image is your joystick is not going to function the way it should. So you're going to run into a problem where, for example, let me show you. Now if you learn to move it like the way I did, it looked like I have no joystick issue. Okay, but a while ago when I stopped talking and went like real fast with it, it's gonna go real fast because the sensitivity of this one, it just I mean original one do have an issue, but not as bad as this hack version. See, I'm not touching it, it's moving. So if you just barely touch it like that and hold it, it won't move. But if you it's still moving. So you just barely move once and then you click. So if you learn to control this a little bit gentle, once you're in the game, you're no problem. There's no issue with once your game is in there. It's just when you first start it, you have issue. So anyway, I got 4 versions posted out there, and one does have the 6 emulator, but the file is not that large, it's very small. So you shouldn't have problem burning this without having it overstart. And I apologize because I overcarried. It worked, so I went and put it out there, but I didn't know it will cause a couple of you guys have problems with it. Especially when you are first hacking this. If you are first hacking this, you will have that issue. I mean, if it's the first time you're hacking this, you will have the issue with the game not able to write to the system. It's gonna say over cap or something. Okay, now there's 2 versions. Try the one with the with the 6 emulator. See if it works. Okay, before you give up and say, okay, I'm just gonna put it back. Okay, I gave you the option to put it back where you have only 40 games, but there is one is a smaller version and have the exact 40 game, international and Japan, but it gave you the 6 emulator. Try that, see if it work. It should work because I made sure I did not overdo it, like I put too much game in there. And then you could download the one that does have a lot of game and pictures, and you could just transfer the one you want from the image I have. And then later I will be creating another one. Another good news is the system could be running from an SD card flash drive. I have tried this one with a ScanDisk 3.0. You don't have to do any special format, just format normal, okay? 128 gigabyte, which is exFAT, and that's what is normal format is. No need to format to a FAT32. Okay, now the problem I was having was I cannot get it to work was because I have to buy a different adapter. Now this adapter I just bought, I will give you the link, and it is perfect. It will go into the system exactly, not too long, not too short, and is perfect length, perfect width. So you don't have to like buy that special adapter that I told you about. Just see, plug in perfectly, perfect size. Okay, so I'll give you the link to get one of this. See, go all the way in. All right, and I'll show you. So now this image do not support this, so I will have to show you how to do that. Last time the credit is a guy named Billy. He called himself math science, and but his name is Billy. He's on YouTube, and he's the one that who gave me this idea about have the whole system boot up, for the whole image to boot up from the SD card. So what you do is you do not burn the image to here. So there's another option you could do if you're having problem burning and say the image is too big, it's a over cap and you can't burn it. Well, now you don't have to burn the image, you just burn the system.img, which is a system file. And I will show you the video and I'll give you that link after I finish this one, because I want to put as much as I could, because the original image is only a 2. This one is only like a 1.9 gig, but this one is about like with the other image I had was a 2 point something, but this one is 128 gigabyte. So you got a lot of space in here. So I want to put the whole Neo Geo library in here and plug it in and see if it works. Okay, so stay tuned for that one. That's going to take me a while because I have to transfer all the file in here, get all the artwork and test it out, make sure it works. And once it works, I have to zip up all the file, so that way I'm not going to burn this to an image, because it will take you forever just to download 128 gigabyte image. So I'm going to zip it up based on the system, like Neo Geo have its own zip file and Genesis have its own zip file and so on. Okay, so then you could just download the one you want and put it on your SD card, and I will also provide you with the artwork so you don't have to look and go through all that trouble getting all the artwork. Okay, so this adapter work, and I have one that came with the the other controller, like the one that let you plug in Xbox or PlayStation 4 joystick. This came with it, and this one worked. So that's how I find out that what he told me it actually worked. It was because of my hardware was having issue. So when I replaced it with this one, I find out it works. So I went to bought another one, just in case. And then I bought another SD card, which I haven't tested yet. But once I test it, if it works, then go get this. I gave you the link to get this, but don't get this yet because I don't know it works. It's $22 in US dollar. Work for PC Mac, but this one have two. You have a USB and a USB-C and a USB-A to connect to your computer. So you could just plug this directly to the system without this adapter. So we're gonna test it out, see if it works, okay? And if it works, and I will then go get this. Don't get this. Don't say, Johnny, you told me to get this and it didn't work. So let me test it first, and if it works, I'll let you know, and that'll be great. Good news for everybody. So this way, you don't have to worry about the space in here. You just let it boot up to Neo Geo local, and don't have to put any ROM, anything in this system. And then you plug this into it, and then we'll boot up to this. Okay. And Billy, Mad Science, I'm not sure what he refers to. He's working on getting the joystick to work without it going crazy. But if you do it the way I do it, I could fake it out and say, hey, look, it worked, my joystick worked. But in reality, it doesn't work. Okay, see that? It do not work. If you press it like that, it will not work. Okay, if you let it, you push, you let go, it's gonna go crazy. So if you go do, it look like I have no joystick issue, do I? Huh? But in a normal people, yes, there is a joystick issue. But if I was to try to sell you the product or try to make you think that it's working, I'm just gonna go slowly because I know the behavior of the joystick issue. So look at that. Look like Johnny's joystick is fixed, but I want to honestly tell you it's not fixed. See? Well, now look like it's fixed now. But maybe this image 40 game it's not that bad. Maybe this 40 game, without all that extra crazy stuff, maybe did make it better. I don't know. But I mean, it worked fine now if I hold it. But if I do it like that, it go crazy. Okay, so let me test out those image, and I'll give by the time I upload this, I should have the image tested out and put it on the system. And then tomorrow, it's already getting late now, but tomorrow I'll show you the step-by-step, and you could put this on the SD. Oh, one more thing, this is very important. I found one that actually work. Okay, for Neo Geo, is for connecting to your computer. Okay, I have it come with 2 of them, and it's like I forgot how much, $9. Okay, I will have this on the description, and it's pretty long. It's like maybe 2-pack with 6 feet long. Okay, and this is a correct connection, and it's for data, and it transfer my data pretty good. Now I didn't plug into the same port last time, so when I plug it in, it took a long time to recognize it. I'm not sure. I will have to plug into the same port again and see could that be the problem. I don't know, because when I plug it in, it took a while, and I had to unplug it and plug it in, and it took a while, and then it recognized it. So I don't know, would this be an issue or not? I'm not sure, but so far when I transferred the image over, it seemed to work better, because I didn't have that crazy joystick problem. But don't know, you could see, just plug that in, and it plugged directly in. See, nice and snuggle, so I don't have to worry about, the cable is incorrect or not. So I will put that in the description. So that's very important to get the right cable to connect to your computer. So you want to get one of those. You always plug it on the second port 2. This is 1 and this is 2. Okay, on your right side. All right. So people was asking, can we put it back to the original firmware? I provide you the image, so you could. Not to the original, but to the original stuff, but it still have hack in it. Okay, because the joystick is still not working correctly. But can you put it back the way it was before this happened? Not 100%. Okay, close enough where the people did not know that they will not know you hacked this. By looking at it, they don't know. So they might say, hey, your picture look a little bit different than mine, but that's about it. Because mine is have blue and white, and the original is a solid white, I think. So a little bit different on the ring around it. So that's the only thing different. But so I'm going to try to make sure that all the international version is English, because majority people who bought this only could read English, and we have some 4 games in Asian language. So I'm going to make sure, I'm going to try to find the right correct ROM, but no promising. Okay, all right, so let me find those ROM, and then I have to burn it, and then I have to test it, and then I have to zip it up, and then I have to upload to the Google Drive, because Google Drive seemed to be nobody had problem downloading directly from there. But with Dropbox, yes, a lot of people complain that they can't get the file. They keep on timing out. So I don't do Dropbox anymore. I do Google Drive. But I'm running out of space. After all this Neo Geo image I put up there, I'm running out that free space already. Alright, so hopefully this helped. I have 2 versions of international. One is have the emulator, but it have pictures on it, but it doesn't have a lot of game in there. Maybe 42 game for Sega Genesis, 30 game for Nintendo, but it doesn't have a whole bunch of game like before. Okay, and then same thing with the Japanese version as well. I have a smaller version with the 6 emulator, and there's another one with nothing, just 40 game of Japanese version, which is this one, the red and white. So I will do a video on the one with the 128 gigabyte, so that you guys could see how I did it, and then you guys could do it yourself. And that would be cool. You will have one system, have the full library, 162 library in here, and then you also have what you would call it, any other game you want to put in here, because Sega Genesis only take up 2 gig for the full library without the hack, but the whole library of Sega Genesis is only take up 2 gigabyte. So, and this is 128. So yeah, you could put a whole bunch of stuff in here. All right, hope this helped. Talk to you later. Bye bye.